Good morning everyone, I'm Dubey. In this class I am going to present the third practice set from my book, Objective English Easy to Hearts, Part 2. I am presenting my practice sets from this book, Objective English Part 2. And if you haven't watched the first and second video lectures, I would advise you to watch them because I have discussed them very elaborately in detail, so it will give you idea so that you can continue this lecture after the second one. So let me begin the discussion. Here we go. Look at the screen please. So as usual you have 4 questions given for common error. You have to see if there is any grammatical error in any part of the given sentence, and if it is, what is that part? So look at the first question. She started writing poetries at a young age. C, no error D. The problem is there in part B. This poetries word is wrong. Poetry is an uncountable noun, so we do not add SES with it. Now look at question number 2. Most of the children is from the Chinese community. C, no error D. Is there any problem? Yes, there is. This word is wrong because the subject of this verb is most of. This most of. And I have already discussed in the subject and verb agreement chapter that is already posted on YouTube, uploaded on YouTube, that when most of is followed by a plural countable noun, it is followed by a plural verb. And when most of is followed by an uncountable noun, the verb coming after it should be singular. So it should be. Now question number 3. Look at question number 3. He would rather die than giving you an apology. C, no error D. What is problem in this question? Can you answer this question without my help or before I give you the explanation? Try for 1-2 seconds. Because I would not be keeping silent for a long time. So see if there is any problem. Okay, let me explain. This word giving is wrong. Why is it wrong? Let me explain. After would rather, if the verb is in the basic form, then that should also be followed by a verb in the basic form. So it should be give. Now look at question number 4. Shreyas as well as his friends was involved in the fight. Do you think there is any problem in the sentence? If there is any, what is that? So far as this sentence is concerned, it doesn't contain any error. So there is no error. That means part D will be your right answer. Let's move on to question number 5. From 5 to 7, you have to fill in the correct word taken from the given options. So she insisted he's wearing a suit for the party. Answer will be on. Why? Because insist is followed by preposition on. Next question. They succeeded getting a place at art college. What should be the answer? Answer will be D. Why? Succeed is followed by preposition in. Now question number 7. Many employees their resignation to the manager. So here it is a phrasal verb question. It's handed in, handled, handed over and handed. What should be the correct option, correct word? The correct word here in the blank space will be the phrase handed in, because hand in is used especially for resignation. So if you are handing in someone your resignation, that means you are tendering your resignation. You are handing in that person, not hand over. Next. And if you want to know the explanation of handover, then it is given in the answer section. You can check. The state government has several plans to remove rural poverty. So here, is there any problem in this? And if it is, then what should be there? Remove rural poverty is a wrong expression. Okay, so the correct word that we use for removing poverty is called eradicate. This is collocation. What is a collocation? I have already mentioned that a collocation chapter has been discussed in this book, part 1. I will be discussing it. So a collocation is a group of words that is often used together. Question number 9. Look at question number 9. He proposed to talk directly in the suppliers. He proposed to talk directly in supplier. This in should have also been bold, so you consider it bold. It is missed. Now, what should be the correct answer and why? Why? The correct answer will be the option C, dealing directly with. Why it should be the correct answer, dealing directly with? See, direct and directly, both are adverbs. The difference between directly is, so deal directly without any intermediary. If there is no intermediary, that means in between two parties, that is directly. That is dealing directly. Talk. Now look at question number 9. The question reads, he proposed to talk directly in the suppliers. So here this in should be considered bold because it should be the part of the bold. It should be a part of the bold words. So here, what should be the right answer? The correct option will be C, dealing directly with. It means manage or handle. So here, this dealing directly with, and it should here proposed is followed by a gerund and not infinitive. Therefore, dealing will be the following word after that. Recent events had no bearing on our decision. So, bearing on our decision, bear on, that means have bearing on means have impact or effect on. So it is a correct phrase over here. So it is not, it doesn't require to be removed and improved. Okay, and bear with, I have already given, I have given explanation in the answer. So bear with, that means have patience. Like we say, bear with me, means have some patience. Now let us begin the next question, question number 11, which is have you resolved this? Question number 11 is active and passive voice question. Let us see. Have you resolved the problem of transport it? Have you resolved the problem of transport it? So as I have already told you that so far as active and passive voice is concerned, it can be solved very easily by applying a simple technique from my part 1 book, Objective English Easy to Hearts Part 1, in which I have written a particular technique called Samavia technique. What Samavia technique is, it will show you how to solve this question easily. For example, you see, if this question is beginning with have, it shows that it is in present perfect tense. So your answer should also begin with present perfect auxiliary itself. So here at the beginning of the 4 options, even if you do not understand, option C is the only option which is beginning with has, because here you see, have you resolved the problem? So here the problem word is singular, so it will be followed by a singular verb. So this singular verb is coming here before the subject, so it should be C. Now question number 12 is again active and passive voice question. The meeting has been put off for a week. So again, this is a present perfect tense question, though it phrase has been used. Put off means cancel. So meeting has been cancelled for a week, or postponed will be a better word here. Sorry. So here, because the question is in passive, question is in the present perfect tense, so answer should also be in the present perfect. So they have put wrong, they have put off. So here there is put and put off. Be very careful. If a question contains phrase, its answer will also be phrase only, not a different word, because it will change the meaning of the statement. Now you look at question number 13. Jyoti said, I don't like upsetting people. So for solving direct and indirect speech, I have written a technique in part 1 that is called Recovery technique. I have shown everything. So let us see. Jyoti said will remain, this reporting verb will remain as it is, and it will be followed by a conjunction that, and then since this statement I don't is in simple present tense, so it will be changed into simple past. So Jyoti said that she did not like upsetting people should be the right answer. Jyoti said, where is that? Jyoti said that she did not like upsetting people. A is the right answer. Did not like, because here it is does, here it is I did not like. Jyoti said that I, here pronoun I has been kept, and Jyoti said that she did not like to, so here upsetting is grammatically incorrect. Now look at question number 14. Question number 14 reads, who are all these people talking to your father? Said Monica to Balu. So here reporting verb will change into asked. So Monica asked Balu, and this who will remain as it is. So Monica asked Balu, who all those people? These will change to those. So your answer will be C. Monica asked Balu who all those people were talking to his father. Now let us move to question number 15 and 16. 15 and 16 are synonyms and antonyms. That means you have to find a word which is similar in meaning to the word audacious. And audacious means courageous or bold enough to, what should I say, bold enough to upset people or disturb people or offend people. Offend is a proper word. So audacious means daring. So daring will be the right answer. So far as the meaning of the remaining words are concerned, if you want to check, they are given in the answer section. You can check that. Mendicant is a person who remains roaming from one place to another aimlessly or for money or food. So mendicant is a person who remains roaming from one place to another. That is vagabond will be the right answer. So far as the meaning of remaining words are concerned, they are given in the answer section. Please check if you want. Sacrosanct means the place which is very holy, which is very pious. So you have to find out, what should I say, a word which is opposite in meaning. So it should be unblessed, not corrupt. Unblessed. Unblessed. Unblessed is not holy. Opposite of it. Next, another synonym, ecstatic. So here you are having the word. Now look at the word and then it means extremely happy. The question is gone. So cheerful, despondent, happy, unsatisfied. Your correct answer will be despondent. Despondent means gloomy, sad, unhappy. The next two questions are sentence arrangement questions. So sentence arrangement questions are common in all sort of competitive examinations. These will be of two types. Type 1, these questions can be based on paragraph, or they can be based on long sentences, They can also be based on long sentences. So here this question is based on a long sentence. How to solve this question? In my part 1 book, I have written a chapter called Post Modifiers of Nouns. In order to solve this question, you have to understand that particular chapter called Post Modifiers of Noun. What are post modifiers of nouns? You subscribe the channel and I will be posting lectures on the post modifiers very soon from this book. So if I explain, it will be taking more than 5 to 7 minutes, and if I do that, you will be getting it from this book, the first part. But let me explain. In such questions, you have to see the starting part of the sentence, and then generally what happens, the starting subject is post modified. That means some adjective phrase or adjective clauses are added after that. For example, you look at question number 19 and try to find out what will be the correct arrangement. Means first of all you find the starter, which part of the question is starting the sentence. So if you see here, this advances in research is the starter part. This is the starter part. S is the starter. Advances in research. Advances in research. So this is your subject. This is the starter, and it is talking about what advances come in research. So it is working as a subject. It could have been followed by a verb, but if you look at these parts, if you take verb part, then S will be followed by R, but it will not be. So sentence is talking about advances of the mechanisms of disease causing organism, and then Q will go. Using the tools of molecular genetics have. It means this is subject part. I have already told you that I have written this technique in my first book, that if there is a subject part, it is usually post modified. That means this Q and this P and Q part are describing advances in research. So such phrases or clauses that describe the subject are called post modifiers in language. They are called post modifiers in language. So your correct answer should be B. SPQR. Then look at question number 20. What should be question number 20? Read the sentence carefully and then try to find out the answer. Again, try to find out the starter of the sentence. So what should be the starter? The advent of synthetic fibers such as has, this cannot start, and it cannot start. So your answer should be, starter should be S. Your starter should be S. So S or P, S, yeah, P. So your starter should be the advent of synthetic fibers such as, no, it can be P also. It can be P. The advent of synthetic fibers such as nylon. So here advent means arrival. Arrival of synthetic fibers such as nylon. And then nylon, this has and polyesters. So here it will be R. So it should be followed by P, should be followed by R. Yeah, PR. So the advent of synthetic fibers such as nylon and polyester, which are stronger than silk and lower in prices, and then your verb Q will come. Your verb Q will come. Again, this advance, this P and this is connecting, so it is becoming one subject. So your final answer should be C. Now look at question number 21 to 25. That is a clause. That is a clause test. So here we go. Look at this clause test question. Long. So again, in order to solve clause test question, you have to read a technique from my book called EcoPate technique. In EcoPate, you have to see the environment, then collocation, then pattern. This is called collocation. So long will go with ago, long ago. Let me keep it here. Yeah, that's right. So long ago, here long and ago go together, so it is an example of collocation. Long ago, before science developed, most people, here in is there believed. Here you see believed. Why it should be believed? Because the passage is talking about past and rest of the words are not. So long ago, most people believed in magic. They thought that supernatural. So when we use supernatural adjective, we use forces. Supernatural forces. Supernatural forces are again collocation. Supernatural forces connect to different parts of the world. They believe that some people call number 24 wizards, sorcerers, creatures and magicians. Answer should be sorcerers. Sorcerers and witches are those people who perform magic or black magic when seen. So they often go together. Had magical powers. They could use a special chants, and then should be spells. Spells also means, spell means what you can say, attraction, which can be created because of some mantras or some magic. So that is called spell charm. So they could use a special chants, spells or charms. Charms is already given here, to call on supernatural forces and make wonderful or terrible things happen. So in this way, we have finished the third practice set, and you must have understood how practice set should be solved. And as I told you, so far as these practice sets are concerned, you do not have to work hard for them, because everything is given. If you want answer here, each and every answer has been explained properly. So in this book, I have done everything. Hope you must have enjoyed it. Let us move to practice set number 4. I will be presenting only 5 practice sets from easy section. This is practice set number 3. It will help you in understanding and making decision. Let me now bring in. So this discussion will help you decide buy these books, because these books contain such techniques and such explanation that no other book has in market. No other book can provide this kind of detailed explanation and standard questions. So let us move to question of practice set number 4.